Hello, my name is Ilona, and I first want to talk about an article. It is unfortunately in Dutch, but it's very interesting because apparently we have a week about money here in the Netherlands. I wasn't even aware of this, but this has been going on. This is like the 12th edition, which means it's been going on for 12 years. There's apparently a place where they go, and they've opened it this week to draw attention to being more responsible with your money. And the interesting thing is that the people leading this is the Minister of Finance, Kaag, and our Queen, Maxima. And that is very interesting because if you really look at them, it's quite apparent they are not really very aware how to deal with money themselves. Queen Maxima actually was wearing a very expensive necklace of diamonds, worth more than €1 million in Morocco during a visit there with, of course, our king. So it's very interesting that they actually have the theme to, it means something like control the bling. Well, if someone knows how to control the bling, it is Maxima with her necklace, her diamond necklace of €1 million. It is really very, like a hypocritical, and I think that's exactly the intention. In the article was also mentioned that the government, who's obviously supporting this, that's actually the, the force behind the week of money, is actually our Ministry of Finances, that they've screwed up many times with money disappearing. We have, of course, our Minister of Health during, of course, what's been happening in the past 3 years. Hugo de Jonge. He's now placed on, I think, on the Minister of, building, and he's messing up there. He just has pretty much the, getting rid of all kinds of money and no idea where it's going. And he's quite known for it. He already disappeared, if I'm not mentioned in an article. He actually illegally sent €925 million from tax money, by the way, on a certain account from where they made these fast tests for what's been happening in the past 3 years. There was no overseeing this. And it was very strange that it was in 2021 this happening when he was, of course, Minister of Health. And he just sent this money there to some kind of very shady construction. And there was no oversight. And to be very honest, I have no idea if that money was returned or anything. He also has a disappearance of 5.1, I think, billion, if I'm not mistaken, in English. It just disappeared. There are no receipts for that, so he has no idea what happened to it. It's amazing that, of course, this government with all these ministers who are hopeless, if you just look at how they've been with the finances from the Netherlands, and then telling the people of the Netherlands how to deal with money. So it's amazing, all the reactions towards this. So it's interesting in itself, and I'm sure this is happening in other countries as well. You know, all these ministers from finances trying to, get you to deal with it responsibly. And if you just look at the debts of countries in USA, here in the Netherlands, just worldwide, all the money going to the Ukraine, no one has an idea where this money is really coming from, where it's going. If I'm talking about the Netherlands, how much money has been spent on all these city councils, on all these people there, and all these projects that they've really just messed up. It's just shocking. All this money just thrown away on all these stupid things they come up with. And it's just ridiculous. If we just look at how much money they've spent just through all this time, all these years for the government, not just in the Netherlands, but just worldwide, you just see it's one gigantic, chaotic mess. They should not be in charge of anything, really. But anyway, so I just wanted to mention that. I thought it was interesting. I've never heard of the Week of Money, but apparently it's been going on for this is the 12th year. Like I said, I'm not that interested in financial things, so just went by me completely. I wanted to talk in this video about Israel. Of course, there are things happening now with the changes that Netanyahu wanted to make on the legal matters and kind of giving more power to the government and, taking away from the legal system. A lot of people are actually standing up for that. A lot of things have been going on in Israel, and he halted it. But if I'm not mistaken, he also made the Minister of Justice resign. There was a lot of criticism towards, of course, these plans from the Minister of Justice. And there's a lot of things going on now at the moment in Israel. And I just wanted to take a look at the energy. There was also a message I shared on, on Telegram about Yuval Noah Harari. I hope I pronounced it correctly. And he actually wants this to stop completely, all these plans. And Yuval Noah Harari is a very creepy man, so to speak. He is completely for all these World Economic Forum goals. He actually wants the humans to merge with the machines. So he's completely pro-transhumanism, and he is also the person that talks about hacking humans so that you can decide how they feel, how they think. It's very scary if you read about all these things and all these ideas he has about humanity just in general. So the cards I got for the energy of Israel, the first card is the Three of Wands. The central card is the Hanged Man. The card in the past is Justice. The card underneath the Hanged Man is the Two of Wands. And for the near future, I have the Empress and I have the Five of Cups. So this to me is very interesting, because the question was, is, people rising up there, is that because of the dark energies that are trying to take over? What's going on? I think it's a mixture of again, dark energies and white hats trying to use it in their favor. Of course, the dark energies have been trying to create chaos. They're trying to create unrest. They want to have this low vibration that they need. So they try to provocate, provocate, if I'm not mistaken, but they're trying to get people in a certain vibration, very low vibration, angry, frustrated. They've been doing that, trying that around the world. And I understand that it's very difficult. Like, are these people there because of the dark energies, or are they standing up because of the white hats? And I think it's a mixture, so to speak. And it's very important that we as humanity decide how we want to stand up. If we stand up for ourselves, that is, everyone can make that decision to stand up for themselves. But it's your energy that will be important. So keep your vibration as high as possible if you do rise up and stand up. Because the dark energies are trying to use your energy to create a low frequency of frustration, of anger, and they try to use it so they can program. That's really what they want to do. So it doesn't surprise me at all that there are dark energies, puppets behind this and trying to create chaos, trying to create a low frequency. But I also believe that the white hats are using this as well. We've got this emerging of these two agendas, and that's why it can be very confusing. So I do understand that people are like, really, what's going on here? And especially when I look at these cards, the Three of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Two of Wands. This is really what's kind of happening now, the central card and the influences. And you can all see that they're very passive cards. This man is just waiting to see what's coming his way. This man is hanging upside down, and this man is just standing still, really, with the world in his hands. So it's very difficult to see. It's like a stalemate. That's what this card is about as well. So it's very difficult to tell who's really in charge right now. And of course, they've mentioned before that Israel is going to be last, I think, in the posting of a certain letter in the alphabet. And I think things are changing now. We'll have to wait and see what's really going to happen there. But there's a change of perspective. And I think that is very, very necessary in Israel. Things will have to change there. The Hanged Man has a different perspective on things. By hanging upside down, he looks at things differently. And I think that is going to help bring in this new energy. This is for the near future, the future in Israel. This sacred feminine energy, the Empress, to me feels very important to start healing. So many things have happened in that area. Horrific things have happened. There's been a focus from the dark energies surrounding that area, trying to control that area. A lot of dark energy there. So this is about bringing in that sacred feminine energy to really, start healing, start seeing what's been going on. You can't heal things if you remain in a certain, very hard energy. And the dark energies have focused on this very male-dominated energy, but in a very toxic way. Because obviously there's nothing wrong with the sacred masculine energy, especially in balance with the sacred feminine energy. And we need to bring that balance back. This is about empathy. This is about living from the heart in connection with God, in connection with intuition. So healing can take place. Look at all the things that happen there, the horrible things, the sadness. It's so necessary to feel that and not push it away, not trying to control or remain in that hard masculine energy. So things will change there. I do believe another energy is coming in. It's not like a new energy. This is the sacred feminine energy that's been suppressed for very long. It's finally really returning. And if we want to create this beautiful new world, we need the balance between the sacred masculine energy and the sacred feminine energy. So in Israel, things are changing, but we won't be able to see it right away. We have to kind of wait and see what's actually really going to happen. But there's a stalemate going on right now. So it looks like everything is standing still, but there's a perspective change. So I do think people there are going to change, are going to connect more. And that's important because if you do stand up for yourself, stand up from a place of strength, from a place of connection, from a place of love, that is way more powerful than standing there from frustration and anger. And I fully understand that, especially all the things that have been happening. Of course, there's a lot of anger and frustration, but it's important that we feel through that, heal that, so we can use that to step truly in our powers, and they won't be able to manipulate us and use it against us. So I'd like to leave it at this, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye.